When I ask you to think of an AI chatbot, one of the first ideas that probably comes to mind is an AI customer support agent. Now, while we at our agency mainly focus on AI appointment setting, we have built a lot of customer support agents for our clients and have seen up to 70% reduction in tickets being opened for their companies. Today, I'm going to give you guys a template which you can plug and play and create your own customer support AI agent, which has the capability of opening tickets in any ticketing system of your choice that we'll be showing you guys an example with Zendesk. All the information that you guys see in this video is going to be available in our free resource hub, which you can find in our Skool community. Link is down below in the description or in the pinned comment. And while I've got you here, please make sure to subscribe and leave a like on this video so you don't miss any of our future content. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, so before we get into the setup, and I'm going to walk you through everything, so don't worry about that. I'm just going to walk through this quick slide so you know what to expect and you know what's coming in this video. So we're going to be building an AI customer support agent, and this is a full setup guide plus the template. So I'm going to give you guys the template, which you can download and use for yourself. I'm going to show you exactly what you have to adjust in order to make it usable. Now, what are we going to be building? We're going to be building a simple customer support chatbot trained on your knowledge, on the company's knowledge, which you're building the chatbot for. Going to be responding to inquiries 24/7, which obviously is a key advantage of AI customer support agents. And it's going to be able to open tickets for customers when it's not able to solve their issue, which is a big bonus point. And you need this for every single good customer support agent, because you don't want the customers to get fed up with the whole system, because if they talk to a chatbot, don't get the answer they want, but there's no easy way for them to escalate the issue, they will get annoyed. So we want to avoid that. But this only scratches the surface of what is possible. What you're going to be seeing in this video is only a fraction of what we do at the agency. So when we build out a customer support agent for our clients, we think of everything. We do everything for them. So if you're interested in learning more about that, feel free to visit our website at omnifusion.ai. Now, what are you going to need in order to set this up? Number one, you're going to need Voiceflow, where we're going to be building the AI chatbot. You're going to import the Voiceflow template and go from there. Just go ahead, click the link in the description down below to sign up to Voiceflow. And second thing, you're going to need the template, obviously, and you can find all the templates from our Skool community at skool.com/omnifusion, including the template for this video is going to be in the classroom section over there. All links are in the description and the pinned comments, so you can find everything there. Now let's go ahead and build it. We have two steps to do. We need to adjust the chatbot template inside of Voiceflow, and we need to deploy the chatbot or the Voiceflow agent to your website, and then we are done. So first things first, you're obviously going to have to sign up to Voiceflow if you haven't done so yet. If you guys go to their website, you can go ahead, click the pricing page, and the professional plan is going to be more than enough for you to do what I'm going to be showing you in this video, and it's $50 a month, and you can save up to 20% with annual billing. So the professional plan should be more than enough. Once you've signed up, all you need to do is import the template. If you go into the Voiceflow dashboard, node to editor, blur out the dashboard. When you're inside the Voiceflow dashboard, all you need to do is click on import.vf file and import the file which you downloaded from our Skool community. And that is going to bring you to this template right here, which is the customer support AI template, which I have built for you guys. And it's going to be a very simple process from here on out. So what does this customer support template do? As you can see, this is the start node over here, where you have the welcome text. Welcome to customer support. How can I help you today? This has nothing to do with AI, so you can adjust this however you want. Then we go ahead and wait for the user to send a message, and we then reply. Now, this is a key element. We have an intent recognition node inside of this customer support agent. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos on AI appointment setters, you will know that intent recognition is a key feature of making a chatbot smart. So in this case, we tell the AI to analyze the support request with last utterance being the message that the user sent, and putting it into a category. And we have a couple categories here. Either it's a normal question, which is if the user asks a question. This is the default output. Technical issue is if the user has a technical issue. My bad, I actually see that I removed that, so we'll remove this out of here. Cancel subscription is if the user wants to cancel his subscription, and open ticket is if the user asks for human assistance. So if somebody says, I want to speak to a real human, the AI is going to recognize it and then route it down a path, which you can see in the condition after here. So the output is going to be either normal question, cancel subscription, open ticket. You can add in more here, and we do use GPT-4 Turbo for this. we apply the value to the intent recognition variable, and the intent recognition variable is going to decide the path down here in the conditions. So if intent recognition is cancel subscription, we go down this path and we send them this message. In order to cancel your subscription, please visit cancelsubscription.com. Whatever you want to do. The point of this is to showcase that when you have an intent recognition, sometimes you just want to give people the same answer every time. You don't need AI for the answer. And since you're running intent recognition every time for every message anyways to identify if they want to speak to a human, it makes sense to add some stuff in here. So if a lot of people ask, how can I cancel my subscription? You just add that in here and just make it as a static text so you don't waste any AI tokens for the response, since obviously that costs money too. If the intent recognition is open ticket, we go down this path and then we open a ticket, which I'm going to show you in a second. And if it is normal question, then we go up and we use our knowledge base, which is the knowledge that we're going to provide the AI with to respond to our question. Now, as you can see right here, I have an else path also set up, which is if it matches none of these, which shouldn't happen, which the way that is prompted, but just in case it does happen, we're just going to give a normal response regardless. Now, before we jump into the functionality of opening up a ticket, let's actually walk through how the AI responds. So basically, if it's a normal question, we go up here, then we set the memory to the variable memory, and that is just to give the AI some context of the conversation history when responding to the message. Now, this is the node where we actually generate a reply. As you can see, we have to respond to this message, use only the knowledge provided to you, and then at the end we give it the memory. Now this prompt right here, you can add additional instructions for the AI depending on your case, depending on what the customer support agent is, etc. You can add in additional instructions here and adjust the way that the AI responds. Now, this is one part of the response generation. Now, the second part is if we click up here on the left-hand corner, go to content and knowledge. This is first of all where we're going to upload our knowledge base. And if you click on this settings symbol up here, you can see the system prompt. And inside of the system prompt, you're going to have to adjust some things. For example, here it says company X, company X, company X. Fill this in with the company information that you're building the chatbot for. So you are now a support agent for example, for OmniFusion AI, an AI development company which specializes in appointment setting on Instagram. So that would be something that you can include here. The more context you give it, the better. And in this case, we are using GPT 3.5 Turbo to respond. Obviously, if you use GPT-4 Turbo, it is going to be much, much better. So that's just something to keep in mind. And for most of our clients, we do use GPT-4 Turbo because the difference is incredible. Now, going back to the canvas, if we are able to generate a response, we send out a message with the response to the user. However, as you guys can see, we have a not found path down here, which basically means, and this you can check this on down here, when toggled on, it creates a path and prevents the AI from responding if the answer is not found. So if I ask something and we don't upload that as part of the knowledge base, we will not provide a response, and instead we will go down this not found path. And in this case, I set it up this way. It seems like I wasn't able to find an answer to your question. If you'd like to open a ticket, please click below. You can also try asking me again. And we give it a simple option of either opening a ticket, which I'm just going to hook up right here because I noticed that I didn't do that. So we're going to hook that up to the open ticket start node, which is down here. Or no match is if they just, instead of clicking the button, they just type their question again. We're going to go back to the intent recognition and try responding again. Now, before we move down to the ticket functionality down here, we're just going to go ahead and fill in a little bit of information inside the knowledge base and then test it out once. So I'm just going to go ahead and prepare a short document and I'll be right back. All right, so I've gone ahead and made a simple document with just one question, but you guys get the idea. You make a document with all the questions and all the answers. So you can even do it like this: question and then answer, and you upload this document into your knowledge base. So in this case, how much do your services cost? Prices vary depending on the complexity, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to go ahead and save that. We go up here into content, knowledge, and we click on add data source. Now, this is an important part. Voiceflow actually released integration where you can use a platform such as Zendesk Help Center. So if a client uses Zendesk, this can automatically sync up with all of that. However, in this case, we're going to go ahead and upload a file, which can be a docx, PDF, text, and I'm going to go ahead and upload a docx and be right back. All right, so now that I've uploaded the documents, we're going to go ahead and click on import, and now it's loading over here. Once the status goes to a check, we know that it's done. And if you click on it, you can see the data source has one chunk, which has the question and the answer. Now, if we go ahead and ask here, how much do your services cost, it will go down, first of all, the normal question path after the intent recognition was defined, and then this node right here is going to respond to the message. Pricing for our services vary depending on the complexity of project. Most projects fall within the range of 4 figures. If you have a specific project in mind, please provide more details so that we can give you a more accurate estimate. So we got our response right there. Now, as a comparison, we're going to ask it a question which it doesn't know the answer to because we didn't provide it as part of the knowledge base, which is, who are your founders? Which the answer would be Serdar, Samira, and Emil. But since we never provided it as information, it's going to go down the not found path. It's going to give us this answer. Now, I can either go ahead and click this button, open ticket. It's going to take me here to start opening a ticket, or I could just ask for a human. So I'm going to show you guys the intent recognition part. I want to speak to a human. And now it's going to go up to the intent recognition, recognize that I want to open a ticket and speak to a human, and it's going to walk me through the process. Now I'm going to run you guys through this real quick. It's pretty simple at the end of the day, but basically I'm going to provide my email here. Boom. Now it has the email. It's going to run through a ticket info creation node, which is going to be user wants to know about the founders of AutoIGDM. User requests to speak to a human. Now I'm going to adjust this prompt before I release the template, but inside of this node right here, I'm going to show you guys in just a second how it does this and how it summarizes the user issue. I'm going to be okay. I actually want to adjust something. I'm going to say, please mention that I am a paying customer. Now it's going to adjust the ticket, customer email, subject, It actually didn't mention that I'm a paying customer. However, if I do want to adjust something fundamental, it's going to allow me to adjust that. And I'm going to show you guys how you can adjust all of this in just a second. I'm going to be like, okay, that's cool. So I'm going to go ahead and click on submit ticket. And now this is actually where it's going to give me an error because we don't have a post request set up. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to set up an API request over here, which is going to open up the ticket for you. Now, if you want to use Zendesk, you can use this template right here. All you need to do is add in your API key here, and then that will be able to open a ticket in Zendesk. And all you need to do is fill in this information down here where you can also have variables set up, etc. But that's a little bit too much information for this video, I would say. Or if you guys use any other ticketing system such as Intercom, etc., you guys can just set up your own post API request, ask ChatGPT to help you set it up, and then that's going to work just fine. Now, let me show you the create ticket info node, which is going to create the ticket info by itself. And the reason why I mentioned AutoIGDM is because it's in the system prompt down here. So make sure to adjust this too on the create ticket info node. And for the change ticket, all you need to do is go down here and do the same thing and actually ask it to give it the context on who it is working. Now, of course, you could also just simplify this a ton. So instead of opening tickets, if you want to keep it simple and easy, you can just remove this part right here and then just go down here and give them the text option of saying, if you want to speak to a human, click here and then allow them to go to whatever page where you have a form, or you can say send us an email. However, for the user experience, it is much smoother if it all happens inside of the chatbot, so you don't have to send them somewhere else. But that's just something that you have to do. If this seems overwhelming right here, you can go ahead and do that as well. But this system, we've set this up for a ton of clients. Obviously, a lot more complex than this. This is the most basic version possible. So just keep that in mind. If you guys have any questions about this, join our Skool community at skool.com/omnifusion. We'll be more than happy to help you out there, and you'll be able to find the template over there as well. All right, guys, this is Emil from the future, but I just wanted to quickly interject because I forgot to show you how to deploy it to your website. Essentially, all you need to do is go to integration here in the left corner, and here you have the web chat where you have this code snippet. As you can see, the instructions are pretty simple. Paste this code snippet before the closing body tag. On all pages, you want the widget to appear, and remember to publish a production version to run your assistant. So over here in the canvas, hit publish, make sure that it's published so that this is the published version. If you need more help, you can go check out the documentation over here, but that is how you add it to your website. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys found a ton of value, and I hope that this gives you an idea on how to build out your own AI customer support agent. I would not rely 100% on the template, and do your own tweaks to make sure that it's adjusted, especially when it comes to the prompts and to the logic that you build out so that it makes sense for your specific client or your specific ticketing system. As I said before, if you want to work with us, go ahead and visit omnifusion.ai. We'll be more than happy to have a chat with you and see how we can work together. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye.